Hey everybody, it's Dusty Martin with the Martin Group at Platinum Living Realty, dropping in to give you your monthly market update for the town of Paradise Valley. Hit the subscribe button. It is currently November 15th, 2023. Let's go. All right, our active listings in Paradise Valley are down 11.6% over this time last year. A lot of people have been screaming the last month or two that we've had this huge shift and increase in our inventory. While that is true, it is also our seasonal norm to have an increase of inventory coming out of the summer and going into the fall. So try not to read too much into it. Year over year, we are still down inventory wise over 10%. Exactly 11.6% over this time last year. In the meantime, though, our sold listings are up, way up, 31.6% over this time last year. And our median price per square foot in Paradise Valley is up a whopping 15.2% over this time last year. This is one of the biggest jumps, again, that I have seen in Paradise Valley and in the whole Valley metro area year over year. Remember, normal appreciation is 2 to 4%. When you are seeing double-digit appreciation, that is way high. That's great news for sellers, but it might also hurt a little bit for those buyers who are actually looking to buy. So hate to say it, but I warned y'all, like, prices were going to continue to go up. We've already had our correction. Most of the valley is coming out of it already now, and we are going back into positive territory now as we go into the winter of 2023 and into the spring selling season of 2024. Now, our median price per square foot is sitting, with all that said, at $591.72 median price per square foot. And like I said, like, that's a huge gain when you consider that last year we were at about $513 per square foot. So that's a big jump, a big increase for home values. And while that's good for your investment, it's not always the best for the buyers. Our months of supply, given all of that, is down 32.8% over this time last year. But here's the kicker. We are sitting at a 6.68 months of supply. That's not a seller's market in Paradise Valley. It's not a buyer's market either. It's more of an even, stable market, which Paradise Valley tends to mostly be a luxury market at this point. And to be honest, like, that's not a bad place to be, considering this area tends to be mostly luxury, and it also tends to have a smaller buyer pool. So when you've got an even, stable market in an entire town where almost everything is a luxury item, that's a good sign, actually. But wait till the end until we get into our price point breakdown, because those are very, very different, and they do swing wildly from price point to price point. With all that said, our median days on market is down over 39, almost 40% over this time last year. We're currently sitting at a median days on market of 41 days. So just over a month it should take to get your home under contract, which, when you think about it, is lightning fast if 6 months of inventory is what is considered normal, even stable. We would usually be seeing about 90 days on market. And we went from 68 last year to 51 this year. So when you put it in perspective, that's still very fast. So the takeaways here are, is the home priced appropriately? Is it marketed appropriately? Because if it is, it will move fast. If it's not, that's where you're going to run into trouble. So this is where we're going to switch over. We're going to talk about price points, months of supply by price point. We're going to skip the 0 to 100 and $100 to $200,000 price point. We are seeing no inventory there, therefore no sales, therefore we have nothing to calculate. So we're going to skip that, and we're going to go straight down to $200,000 to $300,000 price point. We had one available, one sold. We're left with a screaming white hot seller's market at 1 month worth of inventory. You're going to see multiple offers there. If the home is actually financeable, you're going to have a bit of a feeding frenzy, probably from a lot of investors trying to get into the property. Then we go to our $300,000 to $500,000 price range. This is where you see a lot of like starter condos, smaller condos like that. We are at a 3-month supply of inventory. It's a seller's market, but it's not a crazy one. So you're going to see gentle upward pressure on homes, but you're not going to see a lot of bidding wars and things like that. But there will be gentle upward pressure on the home values. So if you're buying, Be prepared for that. Are you going to give up your inspections and your appraisal? Probably not, but be willing to admit that the odds really are in mostly the seller's favor. Then we look at the $500,000 to $700,000 price range. Also not a lot of inventory. We're at a 2-month supply of inventory. You likely will see a few bidding wars here and there, 2-3 offers on some properties. If the home is priced appropriately and marketed appropriately, and it happens to find the right niche of buyers, you are going to find multiple offers. Are you going to give up inspections? Probably not. Are you going to give up appraisals? Also probably not. But expect to have competition if you are a buyer. Now, when we look at the $700,000 to $1 million price range, we have a 5-month inventory. So if you look at that, that's not technically a seller's market anymore. You're getting closer to being an even, stable, neutral market, but you're probably going to see a lot more negotiation. You might see sellers contributing more towards buyers' closing costs, things like that. But then we're going to jump down and we're going to look at the $1 to $3 million price range. This is kind of where the starting point is now for any single family detached home in Paradise Valley. And you're looking at 4.75 months of supply. It's a little bit weaker than the other price point. However, more homes are in this price point than the other one. However, they're selling a little faster. It's not in a seller's market, but it's very close to one. So keep that in mind. It's hovering around the territory. It might be dipping its toes in, but you're not there yet. Don't expect lots of multiple offers and stuff unless you really underprice a home or do it strategically to incite more interest into the property. Either way, you need to realize that you're probably going to have more of an even trade-off in your contracts when it does come time to sell, and you are going to have to put in more effort to actually sell your home. Now we're going to look at our $3 million price range and over. This is not in an even, stable, or even a seller's market. We're at a 9-month supply, which is technically a buyer's market. In that buyer's market, you are going to see buyers ask for a whole lot of things. You're not going to see full list price offers. You're not going to see bidding wars. And the ball's kind of in the buyer's court, and you're going to see gentle downward pressure into home values. So those home values where they may be climbing in other price points are going to be having some pressure from the top from those buyers to lower the price below market value. So keep that in mind. But let's also put that in perspective. This time last year, that buyer's market was a 16.5 month inventory. So when it can take over a year to sell your home and you swing to 9 months, that's not bad. It's also kind of a normal place for that market to be, over $3 million. And so when you put that in perspective, it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. I've seen them as high as 48 months worth of inventory in Paradise Valley in this price range in the past. So as we go back into this normalized market, now the interest rates are no longer artificially suppressed, allowing everybody who could possibly want a home to buy a home. Now, things are a little more selective and we have a smaller buyer pool. Not that less people want to buy or need to buy, it's that less people can afford to buy. Two totally different things. Because honestly, do we have enough homes? No. Are we going to build a whole bunch anytime soon? Also no. So there will be residual demand for years. The difference will be who can afford it and who cannot. If you're wondering what your home would sell for in today's market, or if you want to know what buying a home in Paradise Valley would look like for you, go ahead and give me a call at 480-717-9405 or visit my website at dustymartinrealtor.com.